That was my run through of Nightscope, Chaos Agent 45's trending contract on Hitman 2 PS4. There's 5 targets for this. None of them have specific kill conditions, which is fine. It doesn't matter because there's a one specific way to go about doing this. So for this, start from the default location, the boat, and you don't need to bring any special equipment except for a sniper rifle. I've chosen the Seeger 300 Ghost because it has a short startup animation. Using something else, you'll have 8 to 10 seconds of delay before you can do anything in the mission. Okay, so from here, I'm immediately pressing left or right on the D-pad, it doesn't matter which one, so that I can go ahead and retrieve the sniper rifle from the toolbox that I've brought it in. With a little bit of practice, you can do this almost as soon as the picture starts to come in. If you don't feel confident about getting it just right, just spam on the D-pad, left or right. It doesn't matter if you cycle through your inventory a couple times. The mission timer doesn't run while you're in the inventory selection, so you won't lose any time doing that. So I'm gonna let this set up, and now for the first target, he's up on the roof. There's 2 targets on the roof. If you've done Night Call, you know the 2 I'm talking about probably. So for this one, you want to aim around waist high on him. If you aim for like a headshot or even upper main body mass, for some reason it does not trigger the other target on the roof to move the same way. One of 2 things will happen. He'll either notice late and run over, which will ruin the timing, and you won't be able to get a particularly good time, and you'll see what I mean when we get to the end of this, what a particularly good time is. Or he will notice early enough, but he will do a slow walk over to where the first target has been shot down. And I don't know why either of those things is. I can only assume that where you hit the target affects where the body goes and how it lands and how the AI registers it. So if you do a shot about waist high, the other target will notice him at about 18 seconds, which is what you want. So now you can shoot the guy that's close over here, and then the one that's way far off in the distance. Be sure to use the slowdown on the sniper rifle to make sure you get precise shots. Basically, the way this runs, if you miss one shot, you pretty much should just start over, because you're not going to get the timing right after that. So after those first 3 targets are down, I would recommend taking a moment to reload your rifle. But otherwise, you can go ahead and aim at the corner of this wall here. We're going to use a bullet distraction to bring the 4th target into sniping range. Otherwise, he stays behind the sand berm. And you want to do this, you want to take the shot at about 14.5 seconds. So the mission timer is kind of critical here. But right between 14 and 15 is the ideal time to do this, because it'll get him to walk over here in the right time frame. And if you shoot earlier than that, he will probably not notice it, and you'll have to do it again, which will lose time, and you might as well just restart at that point. If you're wanting to go for like a really good time on this, it's got to be pretty much perfect in one go. If you miss a shot or have to redo anything, you might as well just start over again. So I'm reloading now. The 4th target is making his way over there. So I'm going to get him while he's walking. And then quickly switch over to this target and snipe him. And for the exit, basically as soon as you release the aim button, you're in position. The exit prompt will be there, so you can just release that and immediately hit the triangle button and hold it down, and you'll exit basically as fast as is possible. In real time, that's, as you saw at the beginning of the video, in real time, that's very quick transitions both between targets and from aiming to exiting. If you do this a number of times, I've been practicing this quite a lot to get down to where it is, but if you practice this a bunch, the movements will actually feel pretty natural and fluid. Not as hectic and chaotic as they're looking in the video. And so, in doing all that, I have gotten a mission time of 27 seconds, which is number 1 on the leaderboards for this out of almost 1,000 players. Of course, this is PS4 only because it's a trending contract, not a featured contract. But, I mean, that's still pretty good out of the sample size, I do think. But man, it took a ton of repetition and practice to get this to where I got it right now, and I would be surprised if I could hit 27 again anytime soon. I'm more consistently around 30 seconds on this. But man, this is so satisfying. So thanks for watching and sitting through this extended explanation of how this mission went down. I hope this was interesting. I might do more short form contracts like this if you enjoyed this. So please let me know. Give me a comment or a thumbs up. See you next time.